This terrifying dashcam footage was recorded in South Africa, showing these three truck drivers going through one of the scariest moments of their life. As they were driving normally on the road, about 6 men came out of nowhere, charging at them with sticks as they attempted to hijack them. It is not unusual in South Africa as there are a lot of thefts on the road. Thankfully, the driver could go through them without any problems. This footage was recorded in 1991, catching the terrifying moment of a near head-on collision between a VIA rail locomotive with 3 coaches and a CPR freight switching job which had ventured beyond where it had permission to be onto the main line. Fortunately, disaster was averted by a quick-thinking VIA crew putting the brakes on emergency as soon as they sighted the freight, and the freight crew attempting to back away. As you can see in the video, despite almost being stopped, the VIA engineer bails at the last minute rather than ride through the collision, though it's not a very graceful leap. What amazes me is the dumb luck that someone actually caught this on video. This is the shocking moment a reckless driver causes 2 lorries to topple and crash after a daring attempt to cut across a busy motorway in East China. The incident happened at G25 Changchun-Shenzhen Expressway near Huzhou of Zhejiang Province on March 14th midday. CCTV footage captured the unnamed driver making the way towards an exit when a red lorry approached and narrowly swerved around but later toppled. A blue truck also tried to avoid crashing onto the white car and ended up jackknifing before an exit. Surprisingly, the driver managed to exit the motorway without any damages. Boxes of fruits dropped off the red lorry that toppled on the emergency lane after the driver tried to set the vehicle back on course from a wild swerve. The blue truck ended up in a jackknife position as the truck driver applied harsh brake to avoid crashing the white car. Surveillance camera footage shows the white car driver gets off freely without any damages. The unidentified driver continues driving down the motorway exit while ignoring the 2 crashed lorries. This camera footage was recorded during a storm in Colorado at a Costco located in the Superior Marketplace shopping center, just north of the heavily damaged Superior downtown area. The cell phone video taken the afternoon the Marshall Fire began showed shoppers evacuating the store, running out the doors into heavy smoke, wind, and flying debris. As you can see in the video, the shoppers were all running outside in the thick brownish smoke that covered the whole area. The visibility is just a few feet ahead, which makes everything even more scary. As terrifying as it seems, everybody could regain their car without any problem. If you ever thought about going into the Sahara, think twice before and be sure to be well prepared as this Algerian man got stuck in this sandstorm. visibility wasn't so bad and you could see a few meters ahead, but it is still a sandstorm, and the best thing to do is getting off the road and waiting it out. He decided otherwise, and the further he went into the storm, the less visible the road was. He had no other option but to stop, and as he could barely see the front of the car.
يا ربي استر، يا ربي استر، اختي تزقع على الناس وراك، يا ربي استر، يا ربي استر، محال تمشي، ريسك، محال تزقع، لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. بابا فضل ونس، استر ربي استر، استر ربي استر، استر ربي. الطريق خلاص لازم راه نمشي، كان ورايا ترامي واقيلا بغيت نحبس، يكون يجي واحد ورايا يحيني.
It's terrifying to be in this situation, as you never know if another vehicle will collide with you, and even then, you would have enough time to react. This next footage can only be described in 2 words: disturbing and shocking. The visibility was maybe only 2 meters ahead, and he was driving pretty fast in this situation. But just take a look at how scary this road is. They almost collided with the car in front of them. A filmmaker documenting the wildfires in eastern Canada found himself driving through a road engulfed in flames, smoke, and flying embers. In an Instagram story, the filmmaker recounted how he and an acquaintance drove down a road in Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia, on Sunday to film the wildfires. They hadn't noticed any smoke nearby at first. However, upon turning their vehicle to return, they found the road pitch black, with fire on both sides. The filmmaker posted a video on Instagram, a little over a minute and a half long, showing their vehicle approaching a smoke-covered section of the road. Seconds after breaking through the smog, they found themselves surrounded by a red inferno, with flames outlining the road and embers flying across the windshield. For over a minute, they drove through the flames, and the filmmaker broke into a wide smile as they finally emerged from the terrifying scene. It definitely looks like driving in hell. A viral video captured an unexpected sight of an elephant venturing into a food grain go-down, breaking down its shutter. On April 2nd, the footage shows the elephant retrieving a sack of grain from the storage facility and then enjoying its meal. In the video, the elephant is making its way inside the go-down, terrifying the spectators. It then breaks the shutter and extracts a sack, presumably filled with rice, using its trunk. Thereafter, the elephant tears open the sack with its leg and proceeds to eat the rice from the sack. The elephant knows that if there is no food in the forest, it has to come to the food corporation. Thankfully, the elephant was calm and no one was attacked by the animal.
Video